What scares you as an adult that didn't bother you as a kid? Jumping down from a height greater than a few feet. As a kid, I could jump off a roof and roll with it. Nowadays if I land funny, I fear I'll be paralyzed for life. Lack of time. As a kid, I felt like I had all the time in the world. As an adult, I feel like I have no time to do anything other than work. Getting out of bed in the morning after you slept in the wrong position. My biggest fear is that I'll end up requiring care by others when I grow older. I'd rather die before that. Also being stuck in my country and forced to live a mediocre life. Butterflies. I don't get it either. Oh, and teenagers. Anything related to going to the hospital. When I was a kid, I was always in the emergency room with a deep cut or broken bone. Now that I realized it isn't as free as I thought it was when I was a kid, I'll make any excuse to not go to the hospital. Case in point, my wife before we were married went to the ER with severe abdominal pains and found out she had an infection in her gallbladder. So they removed it. Her hospital bill, because she went out of network and had an ER visit, was over $80,000. Meanwhile, I probably would have just died because I would have crunched down 100 Imodium before visiting the hospital. Anesthesia. As a kid, I was led to believe that it was something magical that happened to you when you got your tonsils out and then afterwards, you could eat all the ice cream you wanted. Now that I've had it as an adult and know that there's always a possibility it could go horribly wrong, I get really antsy and scared just thinking about it. I had no fear of U-Hauls until I rented a U-Haul. I filled out all of my information online and they gave me the keys to a 27-foot box truck. No training. No anything. They'll just let anyone take these massive vehicles and drive them off the lot. Give them a wide berth. The fact that our leaders don't really know what they are doing and that they use their position for self-benefit. Honestly, just getting older. I'm only 36, but I just don't want to be an old person. I fear my daughter is already starting to see me that way, but I do everything I can to fight it. One disc in my back is permanently injured from a car wreck 12 years ago, one knee is bad from playing with a nephew 14 years ago. I want to be the strong hero my daughter needs as she grows up, but I fear these will really catch up to me in the coming years. Traveling in a car, especially if I'm not the one driving. Needing help or advice. I'm a grown adult now, 34, and my mom and dad have since passed on. When I run into a problem with an appliance or a home repair or need help with a recipe, it always takes me a minute to remember they aren't here anymore. Really sucks having no one to lean on when things get hard. My mom used to just give me $100 without question when I'd be hard up for money. No more bank of mom. If I run out of money, now I'm just fucked until payday. Head injuries. As a kid, I thought broken bones were the big thing to worry about because I could visualize what that was. I had no sense for the severity of brain injuries. As an adult, protecting my noggin is my #1 injury concern because the human machine doesn't work with a damaged processor. Honestly, death. Never really thought about it as a kid, think about it way too much as an adult. The final realization that the path you're on, career, wife, skills, friends, will be the only one you travel until retirement. It's like, welp, only 30 years to go. This is my life now.